Hey guys, so this is going to be kind of just sharing my memories of TipToeChick, aka Dolores Chapman. I knew her as TipToeChick for years before I even knew her real name. For those of you who don't know, she was one of the very first well-known pagan YouTubers since like the beginning of YouTube. She was huge impact on the community, and I'm a little late in finding out that she passed on October 28th at, I believe it was 11:54 in a car accident. Apparently she died on impact, so she didn't suffer. I am in shock and I am devastated. Dee was a catalyst for me on my own personal spiritual path in so many ways. And not just on my spiritual path, but just in my life. She, for those of you who don't know, she was, which I find hard to believe, but if you don't, go watch her videos. She has videos up that are great for people beginning on the path. She has a lot of very informative videos on herbs, medicinal herbs, and in that way, aside from witchcraft, she also had a huge impact on me personally. But as a whole, she was such a major influence on the community as far as the online presence goes. She had a way of bringing people together. She had a way of explaining things, bringing spiritual concepts down to such a grounded, easy to understand way. And one of the things that I loved so much about her was that from the very beginning was that it wasn't just a fad for her. It wasn't just something she was doing because it was cool. She really believed in her spiritual path. She really followed it, like, to the core of her being. She was a witch. And she said in one of her videos at one point that without her spirituality, she felt like she had nothing. And I can definitely relate to that. That is very much how I felt. And losing somebody who she had such a way of, you felt like you knew her, even if you had never met her. She was so friendly and inviting and just open and supportive and loving. And she was real. That was another thing that I absolutely loved about her. She never tried to put on a front. She never tried to seem like something she wasn't. She never misrepresented herself in that kind of way. She was always just, take me as I am. And there's something really respectable in that, in a person, that authenticity. And it's hard to find, especially online. She was one of the first, because she was one of the first pagan YouTubers, she really brought this community together. She really changed so many people's lives. I feel like especially teenagers like myself at the time when I found her, I don't even remember what year it was. Had to have been, how many years was she making videos? Because it was probably right around the beginning of then. And just, it seemed to me like so many people like myself were drawn to her videos because she made it so easy to understand. She she made us feel understood and included and supported. And that's, especially at that time, it was still really hard, you know? It was getting a little easier to come out of the broom closet around those days, but it was still challenging. There wasn't as much accessible information online as there is now, even. And she really had a way of not just sharing that information, but making it easily digestible. And for that, I mean, how many thousands of lives did she change, you know? She had 50,000 subscribers. No matter how many subscribers she got, no matter how popular she got, she always stayed authentic and true to herself. She was amazing and beautiful, and finding out that she is gone, that it happened so suddenly and tragically, it's really, it's difficult. I believe in reincarnation, and I believe that we will all see her again. And I think, to a certain degree, having some sort of spiritual beliefs can help with times like this, but it's never going to take the sting away. Because even when she does come back, she's not going to be the same person. That particular energy pattern that she brought. And I think, sorry guys, but I think that that's the hardest part, is knowing, you know, that one piece of her soul's experience is over, and it was over too soon. She was only 38. And for someone who planned on living to be over 100, it's just not fair. But it's still inspiring. Even in death, she's still inspiring because of who she was when she was here. She had such a positive impact on so many people. I will never be able to express that gratitude to her completely. But Dee, I love you, and I miss you already. I haven't been able to bring myself to watch any of your videos yet, but I'm really happy that you left some of them up. I wish you'd left them all up. But I'm happy you left some up so that we can go and still sit with you. Thank you for everything you did.